Look, I can't take your phone and turn it into a film camera, but I could probably get you the next best thing. Hi, my name's Cardi, and if you're new here, I help you take better videos and photos on your phone. Today, we're doing a review for the new iOS version of Dehancer. I have been having so much fun playing around with this plugin in DaVinci Resolve, and if you feel like buying it on Resolve after this video, please use my affiliate code, but today we're just reviewing the iOS app. So right now, I'm going to show you a series of photos that I took on my phone in auto settings that I pretty much just put through Dehancer for the colors. I'm going to show you the before and after, before and after, before and after. And I think what you're going to be able to see with all of these photos is that the saturation in terms of film looks perfect, like it's just perfect film saturation. The grain is really nice, it's not too much, and the colors are spot on. So what do I really think of the app? I think that if you're getting this app, you are one of two people. Either you're someone who knows exactly what they're doing, so you'll be able to use every single setting inside of Dehancer on iOS to its fullest potential, or you're a beginner and you're like, oh, this has a bunch of really nice presets that'll look good for my footage. I'm gonna talk to the beginner first. If you are a beginner using this app, then you're probably just in it for the presets. And if that's the case, I would go pretty much figuring out what your favorites are. Mine is the Kodak Ektar 25, I believe, and I also like some of the Fuji film simulations. Those are pretty good as well. For all of those, the film grain is probably gonna be a little bit too much to use on social media for any of your photos, unless you really like that grainy look. So I would just go make one edit, go to the film grain section and just turn it down or turn it from negative to positive and then turn the amount down. If you just use the presets like this, like I have pretty much for all these photos, then I think you'll be pretty happy with the program. But for anybody who wants to dive even deeper, there's all the settings that you have inside of Resolve or Lightroom or Premiere Pro. It's the entire app just ported to iOS. So if you want to get really granular with your control, you're going to be able to choose which film simulation you want, which print you want, like a Kodak glossy paper or a 2383 Kodak. You can choose which type of film grain, either negative or positive. And my personal favorite things in terms of editing on the app would probably be the bloom and halation. It is the best that I've used on any iOS app, point blank period. And you're not going to get that anywhere else. I don't think that this app is for everybody, but I think it's a great starting point if you are just learning how to color grade like I was a little while ago, or if you're someone like me who really appreciates film simulation and likes to go for different looks depending on what the photo was. Because a nighttime photo wouldn't use the same film as like a daytime photo or a shady photo or like a landscape or an architecture photo. Like they're all gonna have different use cases and different film that you would probably prefer to shoot. Like nighttime, you want a Cinestill, daytime, you want like a Fujichrome, like portraits, you want an Ektar, or you want like a Portra 400. So instead of using a bunch of different LUTs and applying them to your footage or your images, you're just gonna be able to accurately emulate the film and add the grain and the bloom and the halation in one spot. And I think it's a really clever app for that. Some of the things I would like to see them improve in this app would actually be adding curve adjustments like you have in Resolve, so that if you wanted to add green or take away green from the shadows or highlights or midtones, I think it would be a small change that would really just take the app over the top in terms of look creation rather than fully relying on the film simulation. Once you get that character baked in, sometimes you want to adjust the shadows, or if you need to color correct something ahead of time. So if you don't like the way that your image looks and you're trying to correct it, you probably want to do that in a different app or using the iPhone's default app before bringing it to Dehancer. Dehancer is more like your final step. I wouldn't say it's a one-stop shop for editing all of your photos. Dehancer has great color grading, and if it had great color correction along with that, it would be absolutely perfect in my eyes. If you want to go try this right now, you can download it on the App Store. You get 10 free images or videos for your free trial, and I really do think that messing around with it and just seeing everything it has to offer might convince you to buy it. So those are pretty much my thoughts for the new Dehancer app. It's not perfect, but you're getting colors that you can't get anywhere else on the App Store, and for that, I think it's great. But